Well, Gibraltar was not part of last week's Brexit trade deal, yet thousands of Spanish workers cross into the British overseas territory every day. And Spain is warning that if no agreement is reached with the UK by Thursday night over how to manage the border, then there'll be more checks, longer queues and economic pain across the region. Neil O'Reilly explains.
Spain's given the UK a deadline of midnight on the 31st of December to reach an agreement and avoid a hard Brexit in Gibraltar. The Foreign Minister says the Spanish government is confident a deal can be reached that will allow free movement of people. She warned, though, that if there's no accord, the British colony will be the only place facing a hard Brexit border with the EU, and that would entail consequences.
No hay plan B.
There is no plan B. There's either an agreement between the United Kingdom and Spain or a hard external border of the European Union. There is no plan B.
Gibraltar was not part of the post-Brexit agreement reached last week between the EU and Britain, and the future of the rock depends on the last-minute negotiations. The Spanish Foreign Minister stirred up the spectre of traffic jams and delays of goods if no compromise is found.
One of the possible consequences of the lack of a deal to manage the border between Gibraltar and the Campo de Gibraltar could be long queues, as we've seen in Dover in recent days.
In the event of a hard Brexit, Spain will establish police, health and security controls on the more than 200 trucks crossing every day. All citizens except the 15,000 cross-border workers already registered would need a stamp in their passports to cross into Europe. Gibraltarians will no longer have access to Spanish social security, and the territory would be outside EU airspace. The consequences would also be dire for the neighbouring Spanish municipalities, whose economies depend largely on relations with the ROC. The main obstacle to an agreement is the control of passengers at the Gibraltar port and airport. One solution may lie in having the European Border Agency Frontex liaising with Spanish authorities and conducting checks. Neil O'Reilly, Euronews.